My name's Simon. I'm just like you.
You know, growing up in the low middle class, I can't help but think, are you though? Hey guys, welcome to another exciting... Woo, it's been that long. Wow, okay. Hey guys, and welcome to another exciting day of my life. Now today, I want to talk about a movie that I just saw. I lied, I saw this earlier. I went to an early premiere of this movie, and I have not made a video about it because I don't want to avoid spoilers for people who haven't seen it yet. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite movies of this year, Love, Simon. You know, after Black Panther, because that movie I could watch again and again. That Lion King remake though. But Love, Simon, at first when I saw the previews, I'm just like, I saw that was from the same producers as The Fault Is in Our Cancer Kids. It's gonna be one of those, isn't it? Poor suburban girl growing up in these harsh city streets, trying to get by on my daddy's credit card. I wish I had this movie growing up because it means so much to me. Just like really just touched my soul, touched my heart, and it just made me feel nostalgic about my life. Alright, everybody calm down. It's probably not that serious. Then I watched the movie and I'm just like, I wish I had this movie when I was growing up as a teenager because oh my god. It's good. But it's actually a movie that I felt like I could relate to as a high schooler, as someone who had to struggle with being gay and actually being in the closet and not being safe to tell anyone or not knowing who to tell or just trying to be gay and live my gay life. It's a perfect movie for a young generation. Let me get into it. Love, Simon is actually based on a book called Simon vs. the Homo Sapien Agenda. Goes around the same plot, a little more detailed, a little more extended. It's about this boy named Simon, Simon Says, and he's just hanging around, twerking around the hallways, and just wondering what it would be like if there was another gay kid in this school, because so far I'm the only one. The only other gay kid is actually one of my favorite characters. I guess he's supposed to be like the stereotypical gay where he is overly flamboyant. Everybody already knows he's gay before he even came out. He's that gay. Like if you need a gay, he's your guy. But that character alone, even though he's like a minor character that shows up only a couple times, he has so much strength. Every time someone comes at him with a homophobic comment, he already has a response for them. He knows how to put them in their place. It's just like, it just shows just with those small actions that that character has been through so much throughout the years as being like the openly gay kid at school that he can take anything. He can take shit from anybody. That's impressive. That character is actually one of the strongest characters in this movie, and he's only in there for a couple minutes. That's how you gay girl. Yes, every time I saw him, I was like, that's right. That's right. And there's this website where I'm basically just going to call it MySpace, where you could just post random things, post things about yourself, where he sees a post where a kid is in the closet and just struggling with just like dealing with himself, dealing with his sexuality, not knowing what to do, because he feels like he's up and down on a Ferris wheel that goes nowhere, a wheel of gay, and Simon sees is just like, Baby Daddy, is that you? And immediately he makes a fake email address and he just writes back to him just like, Blue? That's the guy's name. I'm just like you. I'm also the homosex. He gives him the whole rundown of his life. He just feels like he doesn't know who to be or how to be. And I related so much to this as a kid growing up. I was the only one that I knew that was gay, and I haven't been around gay people before, so I didn't know how to gay. I didn't know what being gay meant. I didn't know if I had to act a certain way, do a certain thing. You just don't know. You just don't know who you are. You just don't know how to represent yourself, or you just don't know. It's all about finding your identity. And I feel like that's what this movie does well. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, lesbian, into pandas and polar bears, like no matter what your sexuality is, it's just about finding who you are. But in the course of the movie, just like the book, he keeps writing to this guy, and the two characters start to bond because they're the only gay people they know, and then they start to relate on an intimate level. Where was this for me, okay? Where was my secret gay guy that I could talk to back and forth? I remember going on gay forums and gay chat rooms just to actually see something out there. See? And feel like someone actually related to me. And it was funny because there were so many other experienced gays on there and I was so confused. Like there's one guy who was telling me a story how like he was with some guy and the guy was bigger than him and like he peed a little bit and I'm just like, I didn't understand. Bigger. Like his penis. Kids today, babies having babies, I can't. And just like the horny little freshman that I was, he kept looking at his phone just waiting. Actually get that email, to get that text, to get the whatever. He even answers emails at the school library, which, big mistake, because eventually it's found out by some other weird kid. His name is Martin and he comes across Simon's emails and he's just like, hey, so like, I know you're gay. I've been through this before. I know it feels like you start doing the cold sweats. It feels like your whole soul is going throughout your booty hole and you're just like, or your whole world just shatters at that moment. It's like if you're still in the closet, your mom finds a gay porn site on the computer and you're just like, that's a virus. And then you just start throwing up. That didn't happen to me, personally. Anyway, Martin promises not to tell anyone, only if Simon can do one thing, and that's to set him up with his beautiful friend. I love everything about her. She's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's talented, she's funny. I fell in love with her. Martin actually takes screenshots of Simon and Blue's emails in order to blackmail him for later. Throughout the entire movie, I wanted Martin to get punched in the face. For a person to come out, for a person to actually establish their identity It's up to that person. It's up to them. Because sometimes you're just not ready. You're not ready off that fish and spaghetti.
I'm supposed to be the one that decides when and where and who knows. That's supposed to be my thing.
I honestly have no idea what I was talking about before. My camera died. I went to go charge it. I took a poo, and I don't know where I am right now. Love Simon, everyone. Simon tries to help out Marvin, and Marvin is trying to get inside that girl's pants. Here's the thing about that guy. He's a fucking creep. I feel like everyone deserves somebody. I feel like people are good people at heart, and everybody deserves someone to be with, to love, to cherish. But this guy's kind of a creep. There's not gonna be the right to blackmail some innocent young gay boy and be a creep, be a straight up creep. It's just, no, just don't do it. And I guess I'm kind of one to talk since one of my favorite love stories of all time happens to be. But still, I've tried it. Neither is locking them in a basement, but that's another story for another day. But because Simon tries to hold on to his secret for a little bit longer, he starts fucking around with his friends' lives, just completely. Just in order to get Marvin to like this girl, he has to keep his two best friends who like each other away from each other and push his best friend onto the other guy friend. It's a whole convoluted triangle. Because sometimes when you have a secret and you have something that you want to keep inside for a little bit longer, you just don't want to let it out, you just start messing around like it's a bad 90s sitcom and you just fuck up everybody's day. If it comes to the fact that you're, messing up other people's lives, you might want to consider it not. But Simon's biggest fear in this movie is actually that, if he comes out as gay and if people actually find out that he's gay, his online boyfriend that he's been talking to and stalking this entire time might not want to talk to him anymore. It sucks when you like somebody, when you actually care about somebody and you find someone who actually relates to you, that they just disappear and they're gone. They just ghost. Alone in the bed, looking like a toaster strudel, just waiting for them to get the towel, but they're never gonna come. They're just never gonna come because they came. Is that just me? Hey, what's up? But another thing I love about this movie is how realistic it is as a closeted gay guy in high school. There's one scene where Simon actually Googles that's like, what do gay guys look like? And how to actually dress like a gay guy. These are things I looked up and these are things I thought about as a kid because I didn't know what to do. Because back then I didn't know how to gay. I didn't know how to gay. And without actually, putting myself all out there, I wanted to let other gay guys know that I'm gay in hopes that maybe I found a boyfriend. Maybe that they like me. Maybe they actually care about me. Maybe they actually want to start talking to me. And maybe I'll actually get into a relationship. I don't know! But I started little by little just experimenting with different things in order to actually find out who I am and actually just, see who picks up on signs. And it took me a while to realize that it doesn't matter. Being gay doesn't establish who you are, it just establishes a small part of you. So you don't have to actually dress to be a part, or say things to be a part, or like things just to be a part of that. It's just who you are. Sexuality is only a part of who you are, but it doesn't define who you are, so you can't really go off a stereotype. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he tries to find out throughout this entire movie who Blue is, and he keeps getting these imaginary crushes, which, yeah. Any guy that he thinks might be Blue because they look him up and down once. I'm just like, that's not, honey, it's not. Look, you won't find out who Blue is until the very end of the movie. Which, by the way, when you find out who it is, no matter like who you're voting for, or who you were actually expecting, or just like whatever, the person who actually shows up, I'm just like, I'm so happy. Yes, yes! Before I actually got into my first relationship and actually knew what it was like to actually date another gay guy, all you had to do was like talk to me once and be gay. And then it was like, oh my god, yeah, you're gay, I'm gay, we have so much in common, oh my god, I love you, yay. That's not how feelings work. It's not real. I was so thirsty for a relationship. I was like, you're gay, I'm gay. It's not how relationships work. It's not how they should be. It's not healthy. Don't fall in love for real with somebody you actually develop feelings for and actually have some sort of chemistry with. Like if you're in high school, hold off until you actually know it's real. One thing I love is how supportive his parents can be and how supportive his parents actually were throughout this entire experience. Even the fact that Simon was developing into a new identity of who he is and exploring a new part of it, his parents never stopped loving him and his parents treated him the exact same as how they always did. I love seeing Jennifer Garner in another movie. I missed her. I missed her in movies. I just did. And Affleck was holding her back. Affleck holding back. Regardless of your race, this movie is extremely relatable if you were ever a gay person in high school. I mean, yeah, sure, not to this extent. There's some things that I just couldn't relate to at all. Like, what's it like to have money? Ever. Seriously, my mother is a woman who thinks that anything could be a sandwich. Have some mayonnaise sandwiches! Mayonnaise sandwiches! Think about it. And this movie actually holds a separate charm that's different from these modern day teenage dramas. I mean, yeah, it's a modern day teenage dramedy. For the most part, the plot is realistic. The character development is realistic. The motives of each character is to an extent, very realistic and very relatable. Even if you don't relate to Simon, you relate to his friends. Like, you have one of the guys trying to break out his friendship with this girl and actually ask her on a date. Like, yeah, you've been there. And then you have a girl who's in love with their best friend, even though they know they can't have them, and they try so hard to get them, but they can't. This movie is very charming, very heartwarming, and actually when you get to the end of the movie, you actually do feel something. Whether you feel something for the parents, whether you feel something for his friends and how they react to everything, or you find a complete catharsis with the ending and how Simon actually accepts himself for who he is. And like I said before, I am someone who I wished I had this kind of movie growing up as a teenager, because it would have just made me feel so much more comfortable and just happy with accepting who I am, and just like to actually see that kind of representation in modern day cinema. Like, that is amazing, and I congratulate everyone in this movie. The actors are great. I don't really have that many complaints. And this movie pushes hard for equality, because now gay guys also have an unrealistic expectation of a love story, because it just if you're expecting this, honey, girl, I will see you on Grindr with all us other lonely gays. Still waiting for my kiss on that Ferris wheel. Anyway guys, leave a comment below on what you thought of the movie, if you saw it. I love movies, so if you want me to talk more about movies, let me know down below, and also what movie you want me to talk about. Also, if you guys missed my sketches and all my random nonsense, I do have a new Instagram that has solely that, just a bunch of random nonsense that I do with my entire life, so feel free to follow that, and I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome.